Hi, it's Doug with Earth Works, and we're at Mr. and Mrs. Blank's house down in Cimarron area, down off 210. And what we've done is the neighbor and the developer had the ability to put more soil in this yard as far as giving them a bigger yard, but sometimes cost constraints and what have you, they don't do that. So people moved in recently and they realized that they could get more yards. So what we're doing is we're bringing in soil by what we call a Georgia buggy. So it's mainly a concrete unit. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill this up. We've taken the plants out that were basically shielding the pool, and we're taking those out so that the backyard is opening up, so they feel like their yard is actually a lot bigger than it was. So we've taken these plants out here. We're gonna fill this up. We're gonna sod this area here. Nothing's gonna go in front of the screen, and then we're gonna do a nice landscape area out here. Thanks, guys. You too, man. This is a new piece of equipment, and as you obviously see, it's my first time running it. But it can't be too hard. We use a lot of different equipment on our jobs just to make it easier. This right here is going to help us, instead of wheelbarrowing soil back and forth to the backyard, we're going to use this on our concrete buggy. We got a lot of dirt here in the front yard. We'll probably get this moved by today, and then we'll come back and pressure wash it so it basically looks like we were never here. We put boards down here, so as the tracks that we go back and forth on, we're not rutting up the yards. We kind of minimize what we end up doing. We might run one wheelbarrow too.
Backward steering.
Hey, watch out for the palm tree, man. Oh. Anyway, it's our first day using the concrete machine. Whether we can run it right or not, it's going to take us a little while, but we'll get it going. Now, the other thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these hedges here and we're going to move them out to the side, or on the outside of the property, so they, once again, we're giving that homeowner a bigger sense of their backyard. These right here, we're going to take these out and we're going to cover the front. This is the master suites. We want these ligustrums to get a nice good size, once again to give them privacy, but at the same time maintaining that big look that we have out here. As you can see over here, that would be John moving over here. This is what the neighbor's done over here, where they've added a bunch of fill dirt back here, did some nice landscaping, but that backyard once again is pretty good size. And that's what we plan on doing with this area right over here. I told him, I said, I think he should go and start just dropping this dirt right here so he doesn't get, I think he's going to get bogged down if he gets too close, you know what I mean? What's that?
We might end up with a cat, Doug. This thing's struggling.
Is it? You're going to go forward this next time, aren't you?
I can't turn around.
No, we got to back up every time.
Zero traction back here.
Nothing
Really?
but straight.
It'll throw you off at the heartbeat.
It's like some sort of prehistoric animal.
Yeah.
Look at David. Go, David.
Back up and a wiggle, wiggle.
Get another one.
It's gonna get worse. I'm just gonna bring it back down with the Bobcat. This ain't much work. It only holds 2 buckets and it takes 10 minutes.
Come on, let's go back. I want to try one more time.
You ain't seen the worst of it yet. Yeah, wait till we try to get out of here.
Hey, that's better. Oh. And I'm down here now. I was looking for one. You had one that had tracks on it. Oh, they had tracks on it, and this one has wheels on it. Do you still have the ones with the tracks? Okay, so we want to do this. He's gonna load that. We're gonna take turns running that thing there. So you guys are gonna run one, he's gonna be running back and forth, and we're gonna rotate. Hey, that's better, isn't it? Don't scrape the road. I don't like this. No, it's all the way up here. Hey, fill him up. Robert, hey, it's Doug McGregor with Earth Works. How are you? Real good, real good. Hey, I inquired a couple weeks ago about one of your mud buggies with tracks. And so I sent my guys and they were like, okay, so I sent my guys over to pick one up. Well, they came down with the mud buggy with the wheels. Do you have the track one available? My guys, we're down off 210 around Cimarron, so I'll send somebody now. They'll probably be there in about 35, 40 minutes. Is that okay? You got it, buddy. Thanks, man. Okay, no problem. Bye-bye now. Hey, are you comfortable to drive that thing back?
Yeah.
Take this thing?
I drive the big cat all the time, man.
Okay, so what I want to do, hey, I just talked to them. They got one of those available. I'm going to send Danny to take that back, bring a track one. All right? It's just a misunderstanding. All right, so you want to drive that down? Hey, drive that down there. You guys go ahead and get that loaded up. I'm going to send Danny back to get that other unit. Yeah, it'll save your life. Yeah. Anyway, we'll be out here in a couple days, but we'll clean up good for you.
Quite a project going there.
Yeah, I just found out. It was funny because that's my machine, and I saw another machine like that held more dirt than that, and I saw that on a job and it has tracks. So I ordered that. Well, they gave me the wrong machine. So now we're swapping it out. We're bringing the other one back with the tracks.
Another truckload of dirt coming too, or?
I don't know. It depends on how far this goes. But if I need to, they'll bring me another load. You know, if you're back here and you make a mess, go ahead and get it filled up. You know. Anyway, Eric's my lead guy. If you have any problems, he'll take care of it. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So we originally called and got a rental, a mud buggy rental. It's basically a motorized wheelbarrow. And the one we got had tires on it. We wanted the one with tracks, but they gave us the wrong one. When we got out here, we figured out that the one with tires is good for flat ground only. The thing slung us around, it wouldn't work, and we quickly, after a few trips back here, realized it wasn't going to work, and we took it back, and they gave us the right one, which had tracks, and it made the job a lot easier hauling the dirt back. It hauled, I don't know, maybe a third of a yard at a time. And we were able to get all 3 dump truck loads back here within a couple hours. It actually worked out quite well. So we come in here and put 3 dump truck loads of dirt, brought it in, built it up, graded it, and now we're just giving them some landscape. There was originally a loblolly bay pine, or originally was a loblolly. There originally was a loblolly bay tree right there. It was covered in vines and everything, and we started looking at it and just didn't think it would look good. Being as a backdrop to the queens and the whole entire thing, it was just full of vines and it was a mess. So we actually cut it down, hauled it out, and just opened it up a lot more where you can see into the pine tree forest. We're actually going to take the sod line and come in through here and swoop back through that way. It's kind of a flowing bed line. I'm going to leave a little mulch area around the tree, take the sod up to about within a foot of the screen enclosure. We don't want to saw it all the way up against the screen enclosure because when you come around and you weed eat, you don't want to hit the screen and cut the screen open. So we'll actually put a little ring of mulch around that, and it'll all be sawed through here. Give them a little bit of lawn back here with the plants as the backdrop. You see where these risers are right here, these irrigation risers. We're going to bringing them down to the ground and making pop-ups, and that's all going to be all sawed. You can see we put the palmetto sod down. This is a St. Augustine. It's shade tolerant because we've got a lot of shade here. We still got to cut it in, but we're finishing up with that. You can see the bed line. We actually changed the bed line. Originally it was going to incorporate the 2 palm trees, but the homeowner didn't want to put as many plants in, so we pulled it back some. We left them a little area here where they're actually going to plant some of their own stuff. And then we got a little bit of color with the crotons and everything up front, and the Kunti palms there. Discussing possibly coming back out and trying to clean up this backwood area here with the vines and everything, but we'll get a bit on that later on. But you can see we got the garlic, the society garlic here. It creates a purple flower. This one has a purple flower on it right there. Has a smell of garlic, but it's just a little color, a little spot of color off the edges. And we got our queen palms right there in front with the focal. You can see that we've cleared away all the shrubbery that was right up against the screen enclosure, which confined them inside their screen enclosure. We cleared it away, we pulled it and transplanted some off to this side to give a barrier between them and the neighbor, but pretty much just opening up that screen enclosure where they can see out of it and see the yard and see the new landscape. And originally they said this vine area back here actually encroached up to these magnolias right here, so they really had no yard. And the pitch of the yard was just drastic and there was nothing they can do with it. So that was where we brought the dirt in, lifted it up, sodded it and planted it and just gave them a pretty much brand new yard.